So everyone, Titans is literally just under a month away, and in today's video we're going to be going over kind of what I want to see, and I would love for you guys to get involved down in the comments below, kind of everything we kind of want out of Titans Season 2 in a wish list kind of form. So let's go over my Titans Season 2 wish list, or kind of what I'm looking forward to most. How's it going, Titans? Welcome to a brand new Titans Season 2 video, and we are here after the trailer, and that's got me all hyped up considering Titans Season 2 is under a month away, and there is a lot to be looking forward to with this upcoming season. So I saw one of your comments the other day. I am very sorry whoever posted this, maybe a few people have. Basically, they asked for a Titans Season 2 wish list, and I thought, yeah, why not do and discuss with everyone, and everyone can get involved down in the comments below. So as I'm saying what I'm looking forward to, maybe do it in order and comment what you think you would like to see, for example, from Dick Grayson this season, or how you would like Batman or Ian Glenn's Bruce Wayne to be involved, and what you would want out of that. So if you're a Titans fan, or if you're finding yourself new here, or maybe you've watched a couple of my videos before and you're still not subscribed, why not hit that subscribe button, because I cover all things DC Universe and DC in general, comic book nerdy, and some other things too, kind of trying to expand as much as I can in the coming months. And if you do go on to enjoy this video, go ahead and click that like button. Only takes 2 seconds of your time. So top of my list, this isn't in any particular order, by the way. I just thought to myself, what am I wanting to see? What do I hope I can see? And the first things that came into mind was, of course, with kind of what we saw at the beginning of the trailer. And that is Ian Glenn's Bruce Wayne. So when I think of Ian Glenn's Bruce Wayne and how much they're going to involve him in season 3. Nope. But yes, hopefully we'll get that. I think we will. I'm thinking, wow, Titans Season 1, they made Bruce Wayne quite a blurry, shadowy figure. They did more with him. Well, they didn't really do more with him, but they did a lot more than what I was expecting DC Universe to do, with their first show. But this season, guys, they're going all out, actually giving us Bruce Wayne. Now, I know some of you guys aren't down to earth with older Ian Glenn, older Ian Glenn, and older, well, that too, but an older Batman, right? But for me, it's absolutely fine. He's 58 years old, but he's not quite like Batman beyond age or anything like that. And I think, as you guys will see, Ian Glenn, despite being 58 years old, doesn't look kind of 58, at least in my opinion. And I think when we see him in Titan Season 2, you guys will be reassured by that, whether that's him suited up in one way or another. But that brings me to actually what I want to talk about. I digress. In terms of, I would be really happy if we get some more Dick Grayson flashbacks. They were really cool in Season 1. And considering we got a lot of flashbacks to tell, obviously, Dick Grayson's story, which, is a big part of Titans, the TV show, in Season 1, now we can get that accompanied with Bruce Wayne. But maybe we can go so much deeper into that. Since we've got Bruce Wayne now in the show, we can literally get Batman flashbacks. Now, I've discussed this before, and I thought, I'm pretty confident we're going to get a Batman suit. I really, really do think we're going to get that. I want to see Ian Glenn fully Batman mode, not necessarily loads of scene or loads of time dedicated to it, but if they give us the suit with the cowl on, in the Batcave, with younger Dick Grayson scenes. Obviously, we're going to get present-day Dick Grayson scenes with Bruce Wayne, but if we got flashbacks with a more youthful Batman, even though it's still going to be Ian Glenn, obviously he'll be a stunt double, so he will look just as badass as you want Batman to look. But yeah, that would be amazing. Bottom line there, guys, is that I think they're obviously going to concentrate more on Bruce Wayne rather than Batman. I think they've even said that. But second on the list, guys, for me is Nightwing. I think we all know we're going to get Nightwing, but the question is when. I would like it by mid-season. Of course, there's so many things I can talk about here, but we've got Trigon to wrap up. That's going to be done very quickly, just judging by, we see Raven's Gem in the trailer. I don't think that's loads and loads of episodes in. It's kind of just interesting to think about how early things are going to be done compared to what was being set up in Season 1. Trigon being such a big character, you would have thought maybe that would go on for a while, but it seems they're nipping that in the bud. Hope that doesn't feel rushed. So I say mid-season just because I'm assuming, just judging by their trailer, obviously they're going to defeat Trigon. That might take a couple of episodes or so, maybe 3. Maybe then, after they've made the news, just judging by the fact that Jason Todd is like, Titans are back, bitches, and that's in front of Raven's mother's house, it just makes you think after that he then visits Ian Glenn's Bruce Wayne. They talk about, oh, you made the news with your old Titans friends, blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm trying to say. Episode 4, episode 5 happens. Then maybe it's like, here you go, Dick. I've given you, your own new suit. I can just imagine that happening. So hopefully episode 5 or 6. And then what comes hand in hand with that is, hey, I gave you a suit. Why not have a tower, a Titans tower, where you and your superhero friends can, play mini Justice League just like we do with the big league. Now, the next thing I'm looking forward to, and this, as I keep saying, this is really weird for me to say because I'm looking forward to everything, but I guess these are the key things. There's more Hawk and Dove, guys. I've said this before. I'll say it again. Like, we know we're getting more Hawk and Dove, but hopefully enough of them to spring the thought of their own show being a thing again. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. It was like in the rumor mill, and I think even Minka Kelly addressed it on DC Access. I can't remember that show that DC Universe does, where they sometimes get people like Herman Waters has been on it before, Minka Kelly and a few other people, and I think she asked like, oh, ever thought of a Hawk and Dove show? And I think she addressed that. But it was very much so in the pipeline of ideas. But those two characters made such an impression on me in the first season, and so many other people. One of the unanimous things in reviews or positive things to say about Titans was Hawk and Dove and their own episodes, their own flashbacks and origin stories. Even if we didn't get a Hawk and Dove show, just more screen time for them. I can't wait. More badass action. I love Minka Kelly's Dove. I love how badass Hawk is as well. Their issues that they bring to the screen and their relationship. It's just great. I love how Titans is kind of bringing this relatable. I can't say it's mega realistic. Of course I can't, but it's not always offering people with powers like Raven and other people like Beast Boy. It's bringing people. Something I've always liked about vigilantes over superheroes is like Bruce Wayne. Sure, he's got a lot of money, but at the end of the day, he's just a human being like me and you, who has worked so hard to become one of the most badass superheroes without any metahuman powers. Same thing with Hawk and Dove, guys. And you see all of those, issues that Hawk gets wrapped up in season 1, all the injuries he's sustained over the years, all the pain these two characters are so cool, and I need more from them. I hope nothing bad happens to any of them in the second season. I think if they did that, I'm going to rage, but if it makes sense with the story, we're just going to have to wait and see. But let's see where that goes. So this next one's interesting. I wrote down Jason Todd. Obviously, of course, I want to see more Jason Todd. I love Herman Waters as Jason Todd. It was amazing seeing that character come to live action for the first time. Love the tease we got with Titans are back, bitches, in season 2. I love it. But the only thing is, unlike a lot of people, I don't want them to kill him. I don't want them to kill him in season 2. Do that in season 3. I just feel like he needs a bit more time being Robin. Now, in the chronology of the events and how long he's been Robin, comparing that with the comics and Jason Todd and how long he was Robin before the Joker killed him, all that jazz. It's interesting to see how long they'll leave it in this iteration before they do something like that. Now, yes, this is an adaptation. This iteration can be different, but I still think they will kill him. But for example, they might not even kill him like how the Joker kills him. Now, some of you may rage at that idea, and you might be typing right now, like I asked you to give your thoughts along the way, saying, well, no, the Joker has to kill him. That would be amazing. Don't get me wrong. When I'm watching these episodes this year, if he dies, I'll react accordingly. I'll be honest. If I like it, I'll say I was wrong. I'm glad they did it. But I just feel like he needs to be a little bit more of a Robin, Jason Todd, for this season, and then maybe die in season 3 to come back as Red Hood. But maybe they want to get the Steam works going, kill him off this season, so he comes back for season 3 to already have that Red Hood storyline. Maybe I mean, I get it if they went that way. I don't think it would feel too rushed, depending on what they do this season. But he just hasn't been Robin that long. I mean, he kind of picked up quite quickly in terms of Bruce Wayne recruited him very sharply after Dick Grayson left. But yeah, I would love to know where you guys stand on that. Do you want them to kill him? Obviously, in terms of what I'm looking forward to, of course, I'm looking forward to Jason Todd, more interaction with the team, an older Robin he looks up to, and all of that jazz. Very kind of angsty but funny and hilarious teenager superhero. That's amazing. But do you want him to die and come back as the Red Hood in time for a storyline like that towards the end of this season and season 3? Now, as for Raven, guys, what I kind of want is what I already saw in the trailer. She's looking more badass. They've got her look down very, very well, like with her new hair. She's obviously got the gem on her head. I just want her to come more into her own. is a way to summarize this already. And it seems like that's already happening. Don't get me wrong, I like how vulnerable she was and how she made that connection with Dick Grayson in season 1, like he was a parental figure. And, you know, he's like that. He is the leader of the Titans at the end of the day, and that's what's going to happen even more in this season. And we saw more interaction, and I'm looking forward to their dynamic more in season 2 as well, you know, Raven and Dick Grayson. But, you know, I just like what I'm seeing. It seems like if they go that direction, I'm sold. I personally really love what Tegan Croft did with Raven. I know some people were like, oh, I'm not so sure about that in season 1. Same with like a few other actors, but I loved it. I was completely down. Now, can you guess what I'm going to say about Beast Boy? Well, of course, I'm going to say more freaking animals. I don't get me wrong, like, I get there's a budget. What they did with the tiger was pretty awesome. Like, that's more than satisfactory for like what I would be looking for, you know, a Titans TV show. They nailed that. But I think it's very safe to say we will see more transformations. As for what animals, I'm happy with any. I just want to see more. I really do want to see more. And as for Beast Boy, a comic accurate suit, you know, I'm fine with that. I'm looking forward to that. Same thing with Raven a second ago, but we kind of already knew that's what we were getting. Because if you guys remember, there were those, you know, kind of Titan season 1 cut scenes, if you remember, and we saw Corey with a different suit. We saw, you know, Raven with a different suit, and we know those scenes were mashed up and saved and probably reshoot. You know, there was a reshoot going on for season 2, episode 1. But same with Beast Boy, more exploration, more growth, more animals, please. And yeah, just see where we go from there. Oh yeah, and if you can squeeze in like a fanboy moment, you know, if he somehow meets Ian Glenn's Bruce Wayne, considering he's a big, as we know, fan of all these kind of things and Batman in season 1, that would be sweet. Now, of course, everyone, I'm looking forward to Superboy, Crypto, very excited for that. I never honestly would have thought, if you asked me 2 years ago, even 2 years ago, or even a year ago, to be honest, before we even got that tease in season 1, that would be getting Superboy on a live action screen, you know, other than what we see in things like Young Justice and whatnot. I would have been like, nah. I don't think they would do Superboy. Like maybe another character like Wally or someone like that. But we're getting Superboy. But I don't know if I want him to be. I don't know if I want him to adapt to the Young Justice-y angst that Superboy has as much as they do in there. I'm really hoping, considering we're getting Mercy Graves in season 2, they go hard on the Lex Luthor stuff. I don't think they're going to capitalize on it unless they reveal at the end of season 2 that Deathstroke is kind of hired by Lex, and Lex could be this kind of end game kind of thing for season 2. Like that is just complete speculation. Like, please remember that. But what we do know is we're getting Mercy Graves. We know that Deathstroke is after the Titans, and, you know, Superboy, you know, he escaped Cadmus Labs. It just feels like all the dominoes are falling into line there. So don't get me wrong, excited for Superboy, want him to be done a particular way, but we're gonna have to wait and see. He seems pretty chill in the trailer, to be fair. Like, he doesn't seem like mega angsty, like teenage angst, typically, if you know what I mean. So other than that, throw in mega, like, cool Lex Luthor stuff, you know, cloney, and all that good jazz. You have me sold. Now, ask me 2 years ago, how excited would I be about Deathstroke? I would have been like, yeah, sure, like, you know, Deathstroke's cool, but believe it or not, as much as he is some people's favorite, you know, villain, if you will, I've never been a massive Deathstroke fan, but I am so excited for Deathstroke. I don't know what came over me, but maybe it's through covering Titans more and just the scope of Deathstroke coming in is just crazy. That's a great story for the Titans to tackle in season 2, and that tease we got from the trailer is really, really cool. I completely disagree with people saying that it's not comic book accurate. I think it's just easy to make a little jokey thing online saying, oh, you know, it kind of looks like Deadshot there with that LED, and then people just jump on the bandwagon, you know, especially with pop culture and comic book stuff being so popular these days. It's very easy to, like, when a new thing comes out like that, it's easy to hate on stuff, isn't it? It really is. People are going to talk about it, even if people didn't watch season 1 and they're into comic books, they'll still want to offer their opinion. What I'm trying to say is I'm defending that Deathstroke suit. He looks great. He looks very comic book accurate. The LED does have a little target. Maybe that's what people are on about. He has kind of had this LED like red glow from the mask before, but I don't believe it's been as specific as a little crosshair. Maybe that's where people are drawing comparisons, but I think other than that, it should end there. I think it's great. I've always praised the DC Universe's production. It's absolutely incredible. So as Deathstroke anyway, it's going to be great to see him interact with Dick Grayson. My only want here is that he's going to be mega imposing, mega threatening, and I want him to leave some nasty consequence behind. Like, he's going to be the antagonist of season 2. We know that. So whatever he does, I want something to happen in the story that makes us be angry that they did it, but also think, holy crap, if he killed somebody and we didn't want that to happen, in the retrospect, in the long run, you think that was such a cool, sad moment. Like, you know how deaths happen in your favorite shows like Game of Thrones? You don't want it to happen, but it makes for good freaking entertainment. I want Deathstroke to do something as bad and bad as that. Now, Donna Troy, guys, I absolutely loved Connor Leslie taking on this role. I am so happy that we've got Wonder Girl on screen. As for what I want to see in season 2, is obviously just more of her, just like what I'm saying with everything else. But I would love to see, just kind of like what I mentioned with a few things earlier, maybe some more flashbacks to maybe when we saw her and Dick Grayson when they were younger, because Wonder Woman went round Wayne Manor, you know, they had a little Justice League meeting. That would be super cool. I really appreciated stuff like that in season 1. I never would have expected. I mean, it makes sense, obviously, if you're telling Dick Grayson's story for flashbacks in season 1, but I didn't expect scenes like that. I remember when I was watching that, and as such a freaking big fan of this stuff, hearing, you know, Donna Troy and Dick Grayson as kids talk about Diana and Bruce down in the Batcave with other Justice League members talking about this horrible thing the Joker had done. That is so cool. That is such a hole-in-one. It's incredible. So if they could give some more references like that and their past, that's great. We already know we're getting stuff like that with the Titans flashbacks, with stuff like Aqualad and Donna Troy in her suit, which has since been hung up, you know, because she doesn't do that for the time being. But yeah, of course, it goes without saying, more interaction with her and Dick Grayson and the old Titans, if you will, which, as I just said, we're going to see regardless in terms of flashback scenes, but more present day stuff as well. Will she, you know, I've been interested in seeing this. It may not be as clear as what we think. I don't know. This could be completely wrong, but I think that a lot of those scenes with the Wonder Girl suit we saw in the trailer and then what we will see are from the past, like with the old Titans team. Because what we have to remember is when Dick Grayson in the trailer is wearing his freaking Robin suit, that is flashbacks, you know, to like what we saw in season 1 when Dick Grayson jumped down and helped Hawk and Dove, and you know, they called him the Boy Wonder. Great references. So I would love to see Donna Troy put the suit back on. Maybe Dick Grayson wearing his Nightwing suit, them getting the Titans Tower inspires her to put the Wonder Girl suit back on in present day. Other than that, guys, would love some actual origin to Donna Troy explored. If they have the time to do that this season, it would be so cool if they explored some kind of Wonder Woman reference a little bit more. More Wonder Woman references are amazing, but if we could explore that even further, maybe they're going to reserve that for another day, but anything like that is sweet. But other than that, guys, I'm going to leave the video there because this has honestly been going on for like half an hour when I'm recording this, so I'll probably cut it down quite a bit. But I could talk about this forever, as you can clearly tell. I can talk a lot in my videos. I'm very passionate about this. So I would love to see some of your responses about your top things you're most looking forward to, and throw in also what you think we're going to see and what you would like to happen. Other than that, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you're liking these Titans videos, to leave a like on it after you do finish watching it, or at some point during the video. It really does help out with the support on this channel. Other than that, subscribe if you found yourself here again watching this video, or even if it's your first time. Other places to support me are on Patreon, where you can pledge for certain rewards. Obviously, follow me on social media, and definitely join my Discord server if you want to talk to me a little bit more personally about Titans, or anything else for that matter. Links to all of that is in the description down below. I think that's absolutely everything, so I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Only a few weeks left till Titans. You know, yeah, a few weeks, but not long to wait. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you Titans in the next video. Goodbye.